cloud it in a nice name, the SAVE Act, but in fact what it's trying to do is undermine our democracy.
Voters from around the state of Michigan growing concern tonight over a proposal to require proof of citizenship at the polls. Good evening, everyone. I'm Taylor Gattoni. The Safeguard American Voter Eligibility, or SAVE Act, was introduced by federal lawmakers last year, but it's making a comeback. News 10's Riley Connell now joins us live in studio with more details. Hi, Riley.
Yeah, hi, Taylor. The SAVE Act was born out of concerns by some members of Congress that people who are not U.S. citizens are actively voting in U.S. elections. But some voters say it's only going to make it harder for citizens to exercise their rights.
Millions of people will be affected by it, disenfranchised by it.
When Lee Fivig got married, she changed her name. Until now, it hasn't been a problem, but it could become an obstacle when she goes to vote if a federal proposal is passed into law.
They need to hear our voices, the voters' voices. They need to know that we're angry in large numbers.
Angry about the SAVE Act, which seeks to change the voter registration process, requiring people to show physical proof of their citizenship in order to vote. When the act was first introduced by federal lawmakers in 2024, supporters said it's necessary to stamp out election security concerns about non-U.S. citizens voting in U.S. elections.
Non-citizen voting in our elections must be stopped. You may hear my colleagues on the left say, non-citizen voting in federal elections is already illegal. But as we discussed in last week's hearing, there have been non-citizens registered to vote in Ohio, in Virginia, in Pennsylvania.
Giving the legislation another try in 2025, the effort has some Michigan voters protesting the act, saying they're afraid to see the rights of their neighbors tampered with and that many do not have easy access to proof of citizenship documents.
It's what it means to be an American, right? It's one of the fundamental ways we exercise our voice in government. The number of relatives all of us have had who have died fighting for the ability to actually vote.
Right now, voters' U.S. citizenship is verified when they register to vote. They sign a form under the penalty of perjury that they are a citizen and are therefore eligible to vote. If the SAVE Act is passed, they would have to present either a birth certificate, real ID, or some other physical document to confirm that citizenship. Back to you, Taylor.
Thank you, Riley. The SAVE Act was reintroduced by federal lawmakers in January, and it has been passed along to a House of Representatives committee for review.